Hey all, Cheryl and Eric coming at you once again. Today we're going to do a breakdown of the top 20 or so things that your cabin steward can do for you or get for you while you're on a cruise ship. Not everybody knows these items, and they do make things a little bit easier for you. So number one on the list is fill your ice bucket daily. Now, it used to be years ago they would automatically do it, but now, since not a lot of people use their ice buckets, they don't automatically fill them for you every day. But if you want ice in your room, if you want something, if you're going to bring, like if you got soft drinks or water in your room and you want them on ice, instead of just in the fridge, just ask the room steward, the cabin steward to fill it for you. Pretty simple.
A mattress topper. So if you find your mattress is too firm, then you can ask for a mattress topper. It's very common for cruises to ask for one, or some sort of covering to make the beds more comfortable for you. I tend to like the firmness of the beds on the ships that we've been on. This is a specialty case, so if you notice an annoying crack between the two beds, which is usually quite common.
Remember, they're two single beds that they push together. So,
yes.
Having that mattress topper sometimes removes that crack. Well, covers it, doesn't remove it. Makes it easier.
Correct.
So, number 3, extra towels. This is, pretty common. Most people know that you can request this, but particularly if your room has 3 or 4 people in it, even though they know there are going to be 3 or 4 people in it, they don't always leave you more than 2 sets of towels. So ask for more towels. Mention this on embarkation day, but have a little grace, realizing that embarkation day is really, really busy for the room steward, so they might forget. So if you don't have extra set of towels by the end of that night or, by the next morning, ask them again because they probably forgot.
A corkscrew. Just get those twist offs. But anyway, something that surprises a lot of people that you can ask for is actually a corkscrew. If you brought wine on a cruise and it's not a twist cap, you can try asking your cabin attendant for it.
Sometimes they charge you just to give you a heads up. If you have a good room, cabin steward, room attendant, they'll just let you borrow one. But keep an eye out on your account charges for that. And having to do with wine glasses. If you do bring wine or champagne to your cruise cabin, you can ask the cabin attendant for some wine glasses. If not, you can always, any bar you go to, just ask them for, a couple of wine glasses. I'm sure they won't have an issue giving those to you. No. Next up.
Bathrobes. You can't keep them unless you want to pay for them.
Well, right, yeah, you can keep them, but they're going to charge you.
They're actually one of my favorite things to do on a cruise. I like to step off into my balcony. Well, me fully dressed because I'm always so cold. But in my cozy bathrobe, ideally with my coffee in hand. Some cruise lines provide the bathrooms in your stateroom automatically. Other times you have to request them.
Sure.
There are other cases where cruise lines may provide bathrooms for certain stateroom categories, past passengers with certain loyalty status. However, many cruise lines will give you a bathrobe if you ask.
Sure.
For one, or 2.
Or 43.
Well, it's a little. There's not 43 people sleeping in that cabin.
Number 7, extra pillows. I usually ask for extra pillows because I found that I like a pretty firm pillow or a lot of pillow. And most of the cruise pillows are not, let's just say, not to my liking. So I usually ask for an extra pillow or 2 for me, and that
I just use mine as a bodyguard, but whatever. So I don't roll off the bed. Yeah. Number 8 on the list, extra hangers. We have not needed this. However, I can see it happening when we go on a back-to-back cruise.
When you got to bring, 853
suitcases.
Items.
At least I overpack and I'm not missing anything. You're going to want to ask for extra hangers. Asking for them first thing on embarkation day is the best option. This way here, you'll have them as you unpack. Remember to be patient, as your stateroom attendant will be busy on turnaround day.
Now, also remember, Amazon has, what do they call them? Collapsible hangers. They have hangers that, fold down so they don't take up as much space in your suitcase. So if you don't want to have to bother asking, you can bring your own.
Yes.
Number 9, a fan.
Woohoo.
Now, this one, again, is cruise line by cruise line because some of the cruise lines, in particular Carnival, have recently stated that they no longer will be providing fans to their guests. So more and more people are bringing their own battery operated or travel size fans with you. But you can't ask for it. Worst they can say is no.
Oh, this is my need. This is more than a bathrobe for me. But anyway, a fleece blanket. It offers something many cruises will request from their cabin attendant. Carnival Cruise Line is known for a very comfortable blue fleece blanket. But if you're heading to a colder destination like Alaska, then you may want to request a fleece blanket so you can be warm and cozy.
Very true.
Or if you pack enough, you can bring your own.
Number 11, extension cords, particularly if you use a CPAP machine. If you use a CPAP machine, let your travel agent know ahead of time. If you don't have a travel agent, let the cruise line know ahead of time, and they will do their best to make sure that you have an extension cord and distilled water in your room upon embarkation, when you get there. If you just need an extension cord, I've heard both yes and no that they will let you use one while you're on the cruise, just to use, I'm not talking about CPAP. I'm talking just about if you didn't bring one, didn't bring extra outlets, like an extension cord for yourself. Some cruise lines won't provide it unless you have a CPAP machine. So honestly, yes, your cabin steward can provide it. They don't always. And honestly, in my opinion, it's better off to bring your own. That way, for sure you're going to have enough outlets for all of your gizmos.
Yes. Number 12 is furniture arrangement and or removal. If you arrive on your cruise if you arrive in your cabin, I apologize. If you arrive in your cruise cabin and your bed configuration is wrong, don't worry. The beds are set up
I'll be right
as
back.
2 twins instead of a queen. Your cruise cabin attendant can definitely fix it. Of course, beds can be easily separated as well.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
You pile all those extra
also,
pillows
if there's, like a coffee table or a nightstand that's just in the way, if you got 3 or 4 people in the cabin, just ask them to take it away. They'll get rid of it. They'll put it in storage until the end of your cruise. Not a big deal. Number 13, sharps containers. Many of the cruise cabin bathrooms already have sharps containers under the sink in the bathroom. But if they don't and you need one, your cabin attendant will most definitely be able to provide one for you.
Number 14, seats for showers. I don't actually see this happening unless you have a handicapped bathroom, but many cruise passengers have stated and shared that they have asked for a shower seat and their room attendant has brought one. If you have a medical reason or need an accessible cabin, make sure you let your cruise line know or let your travel agent know so that he can or she can put a special request in. So it's best to let them know that your special needs ahead of time.
Number 15, towel animals.
That's contagious.
Yeah, it is. So cruise lines, room attendants have been cutting back on this the last year or two, doing maybe 1 or 2 for the week instead of doing a different one every day. But if you ask them, if you tell them how much you enjoy them, they have expertise on how to make like a dozen different animals. I think each cruise line requires the cabin attendants to know 12 or 15. So let them know that you enjoy them. Let them know that you enjoy, discovering a new one when you get back to your room, and they will gladly accommodate that need or desire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, paper cruise planners. Got that highlight already. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, most cruise lines have an app that, that you can book your daily things on. I'm sorry, I've lost words here. But the attendant may not leave a paper cruise planner automatically in your room. However, if you would like a copy, just ask the room attendant for one, and just ask them to give one to you every day.
Number 17, open the balcony partition. So if you're traveling, if you have a balcony room and you're traveling with another couple or with other people that are in a connecting balcony room, you can, depending upon the partition and where you are on the ship, a lot of times the cabin attendant will remove that partition so you have a larger balcony for both rooms. Again, cruise line by cruise line, it depends. So some won't do this regardless, but can't hurt to ask. Next one is, I'm going to do this one. So this is number 18, bringing cocktail hour to you. This one is very situational. So if you're in the Haven or the Retreat, or if you're in a suite or a concierge class, depending upon which cruise line you're on, for a little bit extra money, the cruise ship your cabin attendant will deliver cocktails directly to your stateroom, so you can have your own in-room happy hour. Okay. If you're staying in the MSC's Yacht Club, their version of the ship within a ship suites area, there's no extra charge for this. But most of the other cruise lines, even in their suites area, there will be an extra charge. But hey, it can't hurt to ask. See what they say. I thought this one was interesting.
Yes, very. 19. Make the bed American style. Okay, you might be surprised to know that a comforter
doesn't come with a top sheet.
Okay, well that's just weird.
That's the European style of making a bed.
Okay, well, it seems to be bigger and bigger. But outfitting your cabin bed, there's a European style of making a bed. This is the European style of making a bed. But it's a simple ask for cabin stewards on mainstream lines like Carnival Royal to add a missing layer. They'll even throw in your favorite towel animal on MSC. A hypoallergenic pillow on request also.
Number 20, supplying those toiletries you forgot. Think about it. We invariably, not always, but invariably, we will have forgotten a razor or a toothbrush or shampoo. On a lot of the cruise lines, if you just ask for your room steward, they'll grab you, a disposable razor or, a travel size deodorant, something like that. Just got to ask them.
Or if your wife overpacks like me, you won't have to. That's a joke. But anyway, character sheets. Does your child have a favorite animated movie? Stewards on the cruise lines will bring sheets with these characters on them, Elsa and Anna from Frozen. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're on a Disney cruise, you got little ones.
So let the little ones sleep tight with a touch of extra magic.
Exactly.
Your parents, Disney cabin stewards also deliver a diaper genie, a godsend when traveling with a baby.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that.
No, we don't.
Number 22, stock your mini fridge. So if you have an in-cabin fridge and you ordered, soft drinks, or water delivered to you, let the cabin steward know that they're coming, and then can very easily put them in your mini fridge for you and keep it nice and stocked.
Number 23.
This one doesn't really apply to the ladies, but...
Well, it could.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. Shine your shoes. The cabin stewards on a variety of lines, including Celebrity, will whisk away those shoes scuffed up and bring them back fresh and shiny so you look great at dinner or any other time you use those shiny shoes.
And number 24, helping you celebrate. So are you, having a birthday on board, an anniversary, a honeymoon, whatever that special event is, let your room steward know, and they can sing you happy birthday with a bunch of the other room stewards. They can present you gifts. They can, decorate your cabin. There's a lot of options when it comes to special events that the room stewards can definitely help with.
Yes.
So, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Anything else off to your top of your head that you can think of?
Nope.
Okay. Hope you guys have a great day.
Have a great one.